small city right on Lake Michigan. Sufjan Stevens went to school here, Hope College. I love it here. If I hadn't already settled in Grand Haven and wasn't thinking about moving right by my sister in Colorado and starting a business with her, if all those things weren't true, the more I get to know Holland, the more I love it. It's a little more the size of the city of my youth, Racine, Wisconsin. So I probably would have picked Holland, not Grand Haven, just because it's a little bit, it's more multiracial, multicultural, more economically diverse. A lot of things I believe in. And the park theaters here, who wouldn't love that? I love all the people who work at the park. I love the downtown in Holland. I even like the diversity of, there's a strong Christian community, but there's, seems like a lot of other faiths here too. And being Christian myself, but having a lot of challenges with the way some churches behave and with the way some churches represent God. I sort of like living in a little bit bigger place maybe that, you know, you can kind of speak about that freely. I don't know, I mean, I'm about to live really somewhere very, very small if everything works out with my sister and our business. Buena Vista, Colorado is very small, but that's okay. I'm up for the adventure. Anyway. And everything will work out with the business. It's a great business idea, and it's based on like 10 to 20 years of experience that I've built and developed, and she's incredible at business, and I'm gonna put my creative visionary skills, mix them with her ridiculous business skills and system development skills, and put it all together. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, here's a song for Holland, or for that seagull, or for, I don't know, just the community feeling here. Alright. I always get such a weird look on my face when people are watching me. Like I am in public and people can see you, Jessica. Alright, here we go. I couldn't find my tuner in the car. Sorry about that. Making plans, making dreams come true. Holding on at the seams and sewing things together like we do, like we do, like we do. Seeing all these birds, do they want to settle down or find some grand adventure to the clouds in the sky like you and I, like you and I do, 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 do. Don't worry about a thing, babe. The plan is unfolding and I'm not afraid. Maybe I should be, but it's alright with me not to be anymore. Lives are for, and it's what dreams are for, and I'm becoming new and not saying things before they're true, and that's what dreams are made. It's what I'm made to do, and I can't be anything if I don't see it first in my mind. And the way to see it first is to really believe that it can be right. least it's what I do now. Now that I'm done blazing through the fire that took my time, that took my life, that took my dreams, it took my time, it took my life, it took my dreams. Like that honeybee wanted to take what was sweet in me and take it for himself. Maybe all these sweet things aren't good for my health, but I know I was meant to grow and open like a yellow flower in the desert, the yellow flower in your mind, the yellow flower in New Mexico. It's not there anymore. It's just a short time. Maybe that's all we need. It's just a short time in gloom. Maybe that's what coming true is. Saw that bee. I wasn't just sweating the air. Well, anyway, this is an absolutely beautiful day. I can't believe it's November. I'm wearing a t-shirt. A great t-shirt to wear after Biden's elected. Keys in my pocket. Wow. Hi, buddy. Sorry. I was coming over to film him, then I got distracted. Yeah. It's really lovely here. I love opportunities to be amidst lots of different people, different cultures, different activities. I really think in hindsight that it's weird to say that, like I said, right, as I'm considering something similar. But in a way, Grand Haven is a real folly for me because I will say, though, there were so many Biden signs all over the city. So whatever, if you live in Grand Rapids, where a lot of people that I know do live, and you think of Grand Haven as a sort of more conservative kind of tourist town, just because certain people rep it. I don't know if you saw my videos from the summer, but you know, like one guy posted this really disgusting rant, and he owns a famous like corn dog shop right downtown, and he was like talking about like writing White Lives Matter on the sidewalk in Grand Haven, and I was like horrified to live there. And he had this whole big freak out about economics and COVID and everything, and why he doesn't understand the Black Lives Matter movement. I was just like, oh my gosh, dude, like, go get some therapy. Don't like ruin your whole business. And then he tried to say like, you know, oh, I meant that for my personal page, and I just wanted to be like, not better, dude. Anyway, everyone I know doesn't go there anymore, but it's not like it's even good for you. It's like only corn dogs. That's all they sell. Like, those are terrible for you. So like, and when COVID started, like in my favorite walking distance soft pretzel shop closed, I was like, sort of like, well, it's not like their whole business closed. They just decided to downsize their business. They still have their bakery, but it's not walking distance to me anymore. And I was kind of like, phew, like I don't need those. They're not good for me. And I remember a couple of the employees there were even trying to be like, no, they're good for you. There's no preservatives. I'm like, they're not good for me. I'm telling you, these are addictive. Anyway, whatever. I don't know why that popped in my head. Oh yeah, Grand Haven. So anyway, there's something about being at this park right now and seeing like just I mean, it really is. It's, for me, living in a space that is a little bit more multiracial and multicultural really does make me feel better. Like, it makes me feel more comfortable. And I think maybe that comes from the fact that, like, right after I left college, I moved to New York City. And I was often the only blonde person on a street when I'd be walking. And I've lived multiple places where I was the only white person for like a mile. I never saw other white people, and I will I hesitate to say this because it sounds like some people think that is somehow like against your own race, but it's not. I don't know why I loved it. I think it was something about cultural differences. I would imagine it's a little bit similar to living in a foreign country. Not that maybe comes off wrong, but what I'm saying is there was a cultural difference. When I lived there, I did not see, it was the Lower East Side, Cherry Street, and I did not see the culture I grew up around. I didn't see a sort of, I mean, and this is just maybe a grotesque misperception. Maybe there were similar cultural things and I just wasn't seeing them, but for the most part, like I saw elderly couples and elderly friends out on the streets playing chess, or sitting on park benches, or coming back from somewhere with their groceries and with a big grocery cart walking, you know, and I don't know, I guess I just feel like I witnessed a kind of different culture. And then there were parks and there were kids, but I don't know. I kind of don't like fostering conversations about race, even if I'm being what feels to me complimentary, because I know that could still be offensive. Like, and I truly believe and understand my limited understanding of other races and other cultures, and same would be true if I lived in other countries. I would just understand that I'm probably going to be saying it wrong, or even thinking about it wrong. Or thinking, wrong is a tough word. If you're a person who's not sure if you have seeds of racism in you, most people in the world I live in the more liberal-minded communities say, just assume that you do. Just assume, make the goal just being anti-racist. Don't make the goal figuring out whether or not you're racist. If you're not sure, you probably are to some degree. I know I have racism in me, and it's like an inherited, learned, or taught thing, and it's about trying to get rid of, like pluck out thoughts, like dark's the wrong word. I think darkness is like where seeds plant and seeds take root. Dark isn't good or bad. It's like the yin and the yang. Like darkness is just where things happen. It's like an empty space where time unfolds. Like think of all the things in your life that happened out of the blue, positive or negative. Darkness, metaphorically or actually, maybe in some sort of ether realm, darkness is the space wherein you were able to live this day one way and then the next day, surprise, this big positive or big negative thing. That's like you were in darkness. And light is when you know, when you see, when there's truth, when there's wisdom, when there's vision. But it's not a qualitative judgment. It's just that darkness is where you don't know something. It's the emptiness of the light. And then you turn on the light switch and now there's light. And now you can see what's in the room and not run into everything. Does that make sense? So darkness, that's why I don't like when people talk about things being dark, as if that's evil. Dark and evil should not be correlated words. It's partly where I think some people are getting in trouble with some slightly racist sounding things. Like white and black, light and dark, those don't have to do with good and evil. Like you gotta just get that. If I'm the one to clarify this, I've never heard anyone talk like this before. These thoughts came to me in random visions and dreams, and one time when I smoked weed, like I barely ever do, but like whatever. I'm not judging people who do, but like okay, you know, like this is. I feel like these are important ideas to get out into the world, and if that's the whole reason I have such a weird YouTube channel where I just say what pops in my head and write songs, then I think that's a pretty cool reason. I'm trying to learn to love myself and stop calling myself too weird. And if I'm that embarrassed of myself, but I'm doing it because I love doing it. So that needs to be enough. Like, see, look how pretty that is. How is that not enough? To just pull out your phone. This is why I don't do a podcast, because I like visuals. I like color, clearly, Jessica and the Rainbow. I love color. I like color and visuals and sunsets and places. I'm making weird faces at cameras. Alright, I'm going to go to stop number 2 and hopefully put my kayak in some water, even though it's November 9th, maybe? 10th? I'm not sure. I'll know by the next video. All right, bye.